We've talked about self-acceptance actually, and I could actually, depending on how much time, lead your audience in a short self-acceptance meditation, which I very much enjoy, and it's actually in the book. So this is about self-acceptance, and I call it my meditation for resting in self-acceptance. So right now, I want you to, and there's two parts to this practice. So the first part is to think about something that maybe that you're rejecting in your life, something that you're having a difficulty with. It could be an external grievance that you have, a complaint about somebody, or maybe it's something that is hurting you. So I want you to identify that one thing you find difficult to accept. It might be a health condition. It could be anything. And I want you to be specific about it. You could write it down if you want. And if you would, or you could just think of it. But I'm going to give you a few examples. So, for example, maybe, I'm getting older. I don't feel attractive anymore. You might have the thought, well, I'm not lovable. Or maybe I fear being alone. Maybe you worry about a relationship or a marriage or something. And maybe you find that somebody, a partner in your life is distant and cold, right? Or maybe there's something you really dislike. Maybe you feel you're unappreciated in the workplace. You didn't get that promotion you wanted, or maybe your career isn't on track the way you had expected it to be. Or maybe you experienced trauma or abuse by another. Maybe you're not ready to forgive it or accept it. So let's take a few moments here. I just want you to identify one thing that you cannot accept, and it could be a big thing, or it could be a small little thing that you don't want to accept in your life. Okay, now that you have thought of what that is, let's get to a peaceful place of awareness. I have a chime here. I'm just going to ring this for us. I want to mention that if at any time you find anything in this meditation that you find that you feel too distressed or that it's hard for you to tolerate, that you can open your eyes at any time. You are in control. So you can decide to do this meditation at any time. So you're just sitting, resting. I want you to slow your breathing a little bit and just follow the breath. Let's take a nice breath in and let's exhale, releasing all the worries from yesterday, everything from the past, things that maybe you were holding on to. Let's just let those go for a moment. Good. Let's take another nice breath in. And let's exhale, this time releasing worries about tomorrow, all the things left undone. Just let those go. You can always come back to those later. Good. So just come into the presence of the breath, and if you can find your center, that would be nice. It might be the heart center. It could be anywhere in the body. Just see if you can locate your center and breathe into that center. Wonderful. Now I want you to picture that you are resting in a place of supreme beauty and peace, spacious peacefulness. There's nothing in this place that can harm you, and that you're totally safe and protected here. Now, this can be a real place where you are in this moment. It could be a place in nature that you love, or any place where you feel safe. If you can't think of a real place, you can even create an imaginary place in your mind's eye where you are safe, secure, and protected. Now here you are resting in this nice, safe place. So I want you to now think about people who have been helpful for you in your life. So these are people who hold a deep wish for your well-being, your health, your safety. You could think of them as benefactors, people who, when you're in their presence, you feel good, you feel safe. So imagine these people are around you, noticing how nice it is to be near them. They can be family, they can be friends, they can be neighbors. It could be either from your present or maybe from your past. But what they all have in common is they have the deep wish for your well-being. You can even include a spiritual individual or somebody who inspires you, someone you admire. It could be a Gandhi, a Martin Luther King, Jesus, a Buddha. All of these people would be here right now if they knew you needed their help. But let them be around you and send you the warm wish for your well-being and safety. And I want you to let in their blessings for you and their well wishes for you. Allow it to really seep into your being. You might feel it as a warm glow that seeps all the way down into your cells, seeps into your heart, and then radiates out to all your extremities. So breathe in the wishes for your well-being from this group of caring, loving benefactors, letting all these well wishes seep down into the whole body until you feel the warm glow of being loved and cared for. Let that wonderful feeling spread throughout your entire being. Now you might notice that that thing that you cannot accept, that you thought about earlier, you could see it way far, far off in the distance. It's not threatening or anything. It's far away. It's insignificant from such a distance. But now I want you to imagine that all the blessings and the love and the wishing for your well-being that is being sent to you is like a bubble, almost like a bubble of warmth and love. You could see it as a golden bubble. And it can even think of it as your bubble of self-acceptance and wisdom and understanding. And this bubble safely can encompass anything, no matter how undifficult or wanted. Whatever's in here with you in this moment, the self-accepting bubble can grow and expand around you. And all the thoughts you have, your past, your emotions, positive or negative, once they get surrounded by the bubble, are at peace. You can just let them be. So feel the bubble expanding. Feel the sense of peacefulness expanding as the bubble grows. And you can just watch the bubble as it takes in more and more all around you. So once anything's inside the bubble of self-acceptance, you no longer have to react to it. You can just notice it with kindness, understanding, and compassion. Now the bubble's expanding further and further out. It's finally reaching out to that difficult thing that you cannot accept. So just feel what it's like as the bubble makes contact with that difficult thing. Now allow the bubble to soften in order to allow this thing inside. Imagine the bubble is accepting, completely accepting in the same way that a loving parent, a best friend, a compassionate mentor, or spiritual teacher totally accepts you for who you are. Even the flaws, even the difficulties, they're totally accepting. So let yourself come to peace and at rest with all that is inside the bubble. Even that difficult thing now is inside the bubble. And once anything's inside the bubble, there's no longer an inside or outside, really. There's no pushing or pulling, no good or bad you, no winning or losing. This is the all-inclusive, self-accepting, and loving place. So just sit with it and breathe, experiencing self-acceptance within the bubble, still noticing the loving well wishes and blessings that are being sent to you. So you might even set the intention to accept that difficult situation that is now inside the bubble more as a starting point, not an end point. And you could even, at a future time, do this visualization and see if you can even let your own wisdom guide you as to how to move forward. When you're ready to conclude this visualization, just give thanks to your your bubble of self-acceptance, knowing that you can return to this anytime and rest in its spaciousness and warmth and safety anytime you wish. So let's just sit for a few more seconds, breathing, feeling that self-acceptance. I want to thank everybody for taking part in that, and thank you, Marie, for letting me lead that meditation.
Oh, that was so good. I'm so much
Oh,
more
great.
relaxed. I know you heard us before trying to figure out the sound and everything, and I'm going, this is so unprofessional of me. And I'm not, I'm so calm now.
That's great.